10 crazy Meghan Markle habits that were shocking. Number 10, the Oprah interview. After the infamous Oprah interview dropped back in 2021, the couple had been accused of lying, with lies being told about racism, amongst other things. People can't help but wonder what's the truth and what is being exaggerated. Let's face it though, people lie all the time. Some of us do it to avoid getting in trouble, while some of us are just compulsive liars. But when a couple starts being accused of prolific lying, that's when things start to get messy. Harry and Meghan have become prime examples of this phenomenon. Ever since their tell-all interview with Oprah, the public has been divided on who to believe. The couple claims that a member of the royal family made racist comments about their son's skin color, while others argue that this is just another way for them to stay in the headlines. But let's take a step back and think about it. How often do we only hear one side of the story? In this case, we're only hearing from Harry and Meghan. We don't know if there is any truth to their claims or if they are simply trying to manipulate the public's perception of them. After all, they have been known to be media savvy in the past. Number 9, abrasive. Meghan was accused of abrasive behavior towards staff members and diplomats, according to the explosive royal biography. Looking back at the Sussexes' visit to Sydney, Australia, where they received an amazing reception, Tom Bower wrote, Meghan was allegedly abrasive towards her 4 female staff and even towards the local British diplomats. It's no secret Meghan has a fiery spirit and doesn't shy away from speaking her mind, but according to this biography, it seems like she may have been taking things a bit too far. Maybe she was trying to fit in with the Aussies and their notoriously blunt communication style. We'll never know for sure. But one thing is for sure, Meghan definitely doesn't hold back when it comes to standing up for herself and her beliefs. And really, who can blame her? Being a part of the royal family is no easy task, with all the rules and expectations constantly looming over you. Sometimes a girl's just gotta speak her mind. Number 8, ditching friends for royal status. Is Meg ditching her friends for royal status? A former friend and colleague who said Meghan ghosted her was Gina Nelthorpe Crown, who found the future Duchess to be hugely charismatic when they first met in 2014. But after Meghan's marriage to Prince Harry, the two haven't spoken since. Is this just another example of someone being left behind in the wake of royal fame? Some may argue that it's unfair to criticize Meghan for cutting ties with her former friends and colleagues. After all, becoming a member of the royal family is no easy feat and requires a major adjustment in lifestyle and responsibilities. But let's not forget that it was these very friends who supported Meghan throughout her acting career and helped her to get to where she is today. Without their love, support, and guidance, would Meghan have even crossed paths with Prince Harry? Number 7, Mockery. Now, as many know, there is a scene in the series that shows Meghan doing an overly dramatic take of the royal curtsy she was to do when she met the Queen. We all got a good laugh out of it, but let's be real. The royal protocols and traditions can be quite confusing. Firstly, why does one need to curtsy or bow when meeting a member of the royal family? Are they not important? On to number 6, shaking things up. When news of Harry and Meghan's move out of Kensington to strike out on their own first broke in November of 2018, the public and press came to a unanimous conclusion as to why that would be. Meghan. We all know that behind every great man is an even greater woman, right? So it makes perfect sense that behind Prince Harry's decision to branch out from the royal family and start anew was his wife Meghan Markle. I mean, let's be real. She quit her acting career to become a duchess, so why not add managing a whole household to her plate? But alas, as it turns out, it wasn't just the Duchess of Sussex who influenced Harry's decision. In fact, according to royal insiders, Meghan was actually hesitant about leaving Kensington Palace at first. Apparently, she had grown fond of living there with Prince William and Kate Middleton as neighbors. And while some skeptics may still believe that Meghan is the one pulling all the strings, it's clear Harry had his own reasons for wanting to move. Maybe it was the need for more space as their family grows, or perhaps he simply wanted to follow in his brother's footsteps and create a home of his own. Or maybe, just maybe, Meghan got tired of sharing her husband with the rest of the royal family and wanted a place where they could focus on their own lives without scrutiny. Whatever the real reason may be, one thing is for sure, Harry and Meghan's decision to leave Kensington definitely shook things up in the royal household. Number 5, drama. Leading up to the Oprah interview, the Times reported accusations that Meghan mistreated her palace staff and aides. Well, looks like the royal drama just keeps on giving. Just when we thought things couldn't get more interesting, the Times drops a bombshell about Meghan and her supposed mistreatment of palace aides and staff. Now, we don't know about you, but mistreatment is a pretty strong word. Did she make them work overtime? Forget to say please and thank you? Or did she pull a full-on Devil Wears Prada move and throw her cell phone at someone's head? Either way, it seems like Meghan may not have been the most popular boss in the palace. One thing's for sure, this royal drama is far from over. We can't wait to see what other juicy tidbits will be revealed as time goes on, and who knows? Maybe Meghan will address these accusations head on with her signature grace and poise. One can only hope. In the meantime, we're just gonna have to grab some popcorn and sit back to watch this royal roller coaster unfold. Because let's be real, who doesn't love a little bit of drama in their lives? Number 4, Spotlight. Meghan and Harry's whirlwind romance has been in the spotlight pretty much since they got together. With fans and haters watching their every move, this couple is used to getting lots of attention, whether they like it or not. When Harry got with Meghan, people started watching Meg like a hawk, dissecting her every move, and we've got to admit, this former actress definitely knows how to make a statement. But let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Meghan and Harry are not just your average celebrity couple. They're breaking barriers and changing the games in more ways than one. First of all, let's talk about their age difference. Meghan is 3 years older than Harry, which may not seem like a big deal to some, but in the world of royals, where tradition and strict rules often dictate relationships, that's quite significant. And let's not forget that Meghan is an American divorcee, something unheard of in the royal family until now. Number 3, Mockery. Now, as many know, there's a scene in the series that shows Meghan doing an overly dramatic take of the royal curtsy she was to do when she met the Queen. As she's laughing it up, look over to Harry and notice his reaction. That reaction is a classic. But let's be honest, when you're marrying into the royal family, there are some things you need to get used to, like curtsying and bowing to your in-laws. Well done, Meghan, for making light of it. It's refreshing to see her not take herself too seriously. And speaking of royal traditions, did you know that the origin of the curtsy dates back to medieval times? It was originally a gesture of respect and submission to show that one was not armed, but nowadays, it's just a way to show respect and courtesy in formal settings. But let's be real, who wouldn't want a curtsy or bow before Queen Elizabeth II? She was the longest reigning monarch in British history and had been a beloved figure for over 6 decades. Plus, she always looked so regal and elegant in her colorful outfits and iconic hats. Number 2, lying. After the infamous Oprah interview dropped back in 2021, the couple had been accused of prolific lying. With lies being told about racism, amongst other things, people can't help but wonder what is the truth and what's being exaggerated. But let's be real, who hasn't told a lie in their life? I mean, sure, the Sussexes have been accused of big lies, but we all know that little white lies are just as common. For instance, remember when you were younger and your parents would ask if you brushed your teeth before bed? And you'd nod confidently even though you hadn't even picked up a toothbrush. Or about those times you pretended to be busy just so you didn't have to go out with that one friend who always talks your ears off? Lies, 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 they're everywhere. And while may some argue that lying is never justified, let's not forget the countless times it has saved us from awkward situations, or even worse, getting in trouble. I'm an advocate for lying, to be honest. And finally, number 1, yes, that's true. Number 1, Meghan. Prince Harry's newly formed and deeply damaging anti-royal beliefs allegedly are being peddled by Meghan, according to some people in the royal family. According to some royals, Meghan has somehow converted Harry into an anti-royalist. That's right, guys. Forget about any actual issues plaguing the world. Let's talk about how someone's beliefs are causing a stir within the monarchy. Let's take a step back and think about this for a moment. First of all, Harry has always been known as the wild child of the royal family. He's not exactly the most politically correct move, and let's not even get started on his naked shenanigans in Las Vegas. So it's safe to say that Harry may not be the most traditional member of the royal family, but that doesn't mean he's against the institution itself. It just means he likes to have a bit of fun and live life on his own terms. Something many people can relate to. But that is all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more news on your favorites. And I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.